had a feeling after the game was exceptional, to be honest. During the game it was slightly different in moments. I told the boy after the game turned out as the game we saw because we had been dumped. We were really strong. We started really well. I liked it a lot. Scored a goal. And I don't actually know, I forgot that a little bit, timing-wise, when the long break, because Bernd Leno had the cut. How influential that was, I have to watch it back. But then we were like still playing, but the protection was not that good anymore. So we could have won the ball back high up the pitch, didn't. They passed in the center, they arrived there, they got a corner, they had the counter-attack when they scored the first one, Harry. Then the second is the corner should never happen. You should defend the corner better, but in first place it should never happen. They get another corner in a similar situation, score again, and this time was disallowed. That's why I said the boys in half time. This result is deserved, and it shouldn't be like that. Coming out, and then obviously now Fulham is a different opponent because they realize now that's the way how it goes against them today. But we still had our moments. We had unlucky with Darwin on crossbar and other situations where we could have scored. And they scored a 3-2, and that was not deserved as well. We have to say that. So football is sometimes like this. They had not 20 chances, but they had enough and were pretty clinical. You conceded 3-2, and then obviously the period starts. That's now easy to say, and we will never find out. But of course, in the end, the outcome was perfect. But I liked as well the way we played. So we changed obviously system a couple of times, and that worked out. I have to say that's not always the case, but today it worked out, and then it ends up in a high intense, hectic period. We have a completely calm situation. Ball to Mo to Wata, and Wata fires in the far corner, completely free. That was before that not once the case. So, and 3-3, and then obviously everybody could see the boys wanted more, and because we were a bit lucky today, we got it. And yeah, outstanding experience, I would say. Everybody was here. I don't think anybody would have thought before the game, Liverpool, Fulham, that it will be a game you will never forget in your life. But welcome. Who was here today will never forget it in their life.
You talk about the quality of the 4 goals, and every single one of it was exceptional.
Absolutely. Yeah. I saw a few games. I never saw a game with the amount of worldies, to be honest. I mean, a competitive game. It was really competitive. Trent's free kick, unbelievable. Maka, before the game, you could see his foot is right today. He was really in the shooting. He was like, wow, I thought you should better try it. He thought obviously the same. Vata was just, so important. He came on, so that was really good, really good. Won decisive challenges, super passing, top goal. Yeah, and then Trent makes it a brace. So, but I honestly, for whatever reason, I didn't see that ball go in. I probably was turning in that moment or whatever. I have to watch that back, but all of them pretty special.
Yeah, again, 65 minutes, you put Trent as the number 6. But what are you thinking then? What you want him to do that, or the team to do differently than what they were doing before?
The reason for that was too, it was Trent in the middle. We saw, again, this game is for the 6. When the 8s when we are not that compact, I didn't like how we defended with the front line, to be honest, going back, stuff like our defensive press was not outstanding in the first half. That makes it really intense for all midfielders, but especially for the 6. So we changed the system in that moment as well. We brought Joey, right? That was the change. Yeah. Joe Gomez. And so we needed a width as well. We needed a wing finally again, because that didn't work out too well. It worked out very often very well, but there are days where it's not happening. When you see that Mo gets on the ball, and in the first half it was really good when then Dom could underlap, and then we arrived there in a very important area. But now we had really Joey out there, which helped, and we had then obviously two midfield, the double six. We played with Ryan and Trent next to each other, but Joey again in possession, first going inside, and with the next change staying wide. So with all the things you try to do in this moment, it's if it works out, it's because it's tricky for the opponent as well. They get used to different things, and I think Tom Kearney played pretty much man marking against Trent in moments. So when he was then just in the middle, that why it was really helpful that we had the wing and could. Because I'm not sure how many crosses Joey fired in the end. A few really good balls. And it was all of a sudden they had to adapt again, and that worked not out for them now, and that's why we could win the game. In these moments, not that we played like that, it becomes a bit of chess. You just try to change something to improve yourself, but to make it a bit more tricky for the opponent as well. That's how it went today, worked out.
At the front.
Again, I mean, we know obviously how much quality Trent has, but he's ever since he's been able to get into that position of more responsibility through the summer, and in the moments last week, today, I mean, how much does that please you as a manager, seeing him take that behind his guy?
Yeah, I'm not sure I have to say anything about it. Nobody's in doubt how much how highly I think about Trent. Players here since I'm here, pretty much longer, of course, but for the first team, pretty much since I'm here, and the development is crazy. His shooting skills we knew before. It's now a while ago, I think, that he scored with a free kick, so we should. It would not be bad if we could do that better. For that, we need fouls around that area. We don't have that a lot. Today he was a real leader on the pitch. That's probably the biggest improvement, then, if you want, because it's super intense, but. Got kind of another push when we put him a bit more inside in that moment. But it's all about it. He was so often in these positions. The position don't change really. He's very often in half spaces in the center and stuff like this. So it was just really good. But he was a real leader on the pitch. That was most important.
James Pearce, the last one, Ian Doyle.
Yeah, and this is such a hectic month you've got coming up. What can we win a game like this in that manner do in terms of the coming challenges?
I tell you on Wednesday, I don't know. Of course, it's much better to win a game and go into the next game. Speeds up recovery, but we lost today, Joel, and that will. We have obviously no pictures yet, no scan yet, but after all, what you hear and can see, that will not be a short one. Unlucky, crazy, but we have just to get through this. So you have to find always a specific mood and mentality to get into the next game and to go for it and fight in the hard moments and stuff like this. Honestly, I don't think I ever praised Newcastle before, but I saw them playing last night and I was really impressed. I have to say, wow, they play the same team like they're pretty much exactly the same team like in Paris. And that was a big fight. Yes, it was not only a big fight, it was exceptional football. It was a commercial for pressing, counter-pressing, and direct football, really good football. So, but it's hard for all of us. So we have just not so much for the players really hard. And we have to get through this, and we have to see if we can or have to make changes and who can play again and these kind of things. So yeah, going in that period, which is tough anyway, where the positive result is better, but the real decision how the next game will be made at Sheffield.
Ian Doyle, last one.
Yeah, do you know yet what the problem is for Joel Matip? Obviously, he had to go off. And
Knee.
When Alexis went off, was that tactical or did he take a knock?
Sorry.
When Alexis McAllister was substituted, was that tactical or did he take a knock?
No, it's just a no. I don't want to create now something. But what would if he didn't get a knock? Is tactical something bad? Does it mean he was not good enough?
No.
But that's what you usually make of it, right? If somebody gets changed tactical, then he was just not good enough. Now, Well, it looked a bit like he's running out of gas, and we have other players on the bench, and that's why we changed.